for you and me. Another key change, oh God, oh no. Big nightmares for you and me. All right, great. Here we are today, Gig Nightmares. Today I'm speaking with the band Kitchen Teeth out of Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania. How are you guys doing today?
We're doing pretty good. How you doing, Max?
So, for my listeners here, the backstory, we've been sitting on a Zoom call for about 30 minutes, waiting for Ian to get on, but he can't get the camera on. So now he's driving to your house to be on the show. I give props. That is dedication.
You'll
I
be
don't
here in
know
10 minutes.
if it's crazy. So an episode that didn't come out yet. There was someone, a big name saxophone player from the 80s, who I interviewed him, and I'm still working on like actually editing it. But I was trying to get a hold of him for a while, just basically playing phone tag back and forth. Uh, he calls me, but I'm literally getting on the flight to Europe, so it's like, well, I'm literally leaving in 30 seconds. This doesn't work. So it's obviously this situation here, kind of crazy, but not the craziest thing that has happened. But I mean, it works with the theme of the show, Gig Nightmares. Anyways, I'm rambling. How are you guys doing today?
This is appropriate how this is starting off for us.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, while we wait for Ian to show up, it was actually Jeff Bunger. He's connected me with like a few different bands in the area. Like I'm originally from Pennsylvania, but I've more or less been based out in New Jersey, like North Jersey, for the past 2 years or so. So I'm still a little bit connected, but not as connected, especially with like original music. So like anytime there's like original music in like the area, like I'm originally from like Schuylkill County, so like south of Bloomsburg. So anytime I see like new bands, it's like, oh, this is awesome. So I was listening to a little bit of Savor Sanity, a little bit of Sink Your Teeth in. I really like the songs Options and Albatross. There's lots of good stuff there. I hear like a blend of like Stone Temple Pilots, a little bit of Tool, a little bit of Rush in the sound. It's a cool blend of influences.
Makes a lot of sense. My dad raised me on Rush, so it makes sense that's in there. Ian loves Stone Temple Pilots. Options was the first song we ever recorded together. And it was funny how that came about. We were just sitting in my kitchen and he got a phone call and he's arguing on the phone. So I'm just staring at him and I'm just playing. I just came up with that riff and to like what he was saying. And then after he got on the phone, I'm like, keep saying that. And just turned into a song like that.
That's awesome.
And Albatross, the album was almost done. Sink Your Teeth In. And we had to do, we were 2 songs short. So we just kind of like, we had an idea of the story that Albatross is based on, and we just like slapped it together and we just got it on the album before it came off. And it turns out it's like one of my favorite songs off the album.
Very cool. So we were talking, and you guys mentioned that you've been a part of and are still part of other musical projects. So I'm curious, like obviously with the topic of Gig Nightmares. Well, let's tell some stories. Let's hear some stuff.
Okay, I think I saw something about double booking. I've accidentally done that like at least 2 times, maybe 3 times. But in that sense, I've been lucky because they've both been like maybe an hour apart from starting.
Mm-hmm.
So like I didn't book the same times, but those days are hectic. Like I gotta pack up and I gotta like run to the next gig.
Yep.
I've accidentally done that 2 or 3 times now, but we've made it work. I haven't had to cancel on anybody. Thank God.
There you go. The one day, I think about 2.5 years ago, it wasn't even a double booking. It was more so just making a horrible schedule for myself. I did 3 in one day, and that was kind of awful.
Oof.
I mean, fortunately, it was all within Schuylkill County, so like every show was like within like probably like a 20-mile drive. But even still, like that just gets exhausting. Like the first show, I play with a 16-piece big band in based out of Pottsville called the M&J Big Band. So we played at I think like a Kielbasa festival or something in Shendo. Played with the Schuylkill County Choral Society around like 5 p.m. that evening. And then I had an acoustic trio and we played up in Ashland. And then the next morning, I had a gig in New Jersey with the 80s band I'm in now. So that's, I guess, 4 gigs in the course of 24 hours. I, I don't recommend it. It's not a fun time.
You got to book that schedule a little bit better.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's one of those things that like if you have the opportunity, the willing will try it every now and then ultimately regret it and think I'm never doing it again. But then inevitably do it again at least one more time in the bar.
Yeah. Yeah. The first time, I think I told everybody, like, listen, this is what's happening. And I think I can make it work. But like, are you guys comfortable with that? And everybody was like very supportive, like, oh, you got to do it. You can make it. That's so rock and roll. And then also exhausting.
Yeah. Uh, all right, so there's a double booking. What's the burger story you were telling me about?
Oh, the burger store. We were talking about gig nightmares. We played this golf course and we ordered food right before we started. And I got this burger like medium, but it was still a little undercooked. And I ate half of it. And it's like the middle of summer. And then we played the first half of our set and I let that burger sit out. And then we take a break and I go and I eat that burger and my stomach was killing me the rest of the show. And you just got to like power through it.
Yeah, that was a fun
People
one.
think you're
I
making
remember
like a
that one.
solo guitar face, but really it's just like pain in your gut. It's kind of the same thing.
Yeah, I remember. So when I was younger, like my dad took me to, for like golf lessons. I was never really all that good. So I think it had been about 8 years or so since I had played golf. But something I think it was 3 years ago, I was playing with a band, Schuylkill County cover band, and we played. It was like I think like a class reunion or something slash fundraiser that was being held at a golf course. So I think they gave us complimentary rounds of golf in the morning. And I haven't played golf in 8 years. I'll play golf for free. So swinging, doing good, like doing remarkably good for not having played in 8 years. But the issue is that every three holes or so, there'd be girls on golf carts with kegs of beer. So my shot just kept getting worse and worse and worse. So then we finished the 9 holes and whatever, and we get back to the clubhouse, and they have a stand there with like cinnamon toast crunch shots, and I'm like, that's a good idea. The second it hits me, it goes back up, and I,
Was it the milk in it or
I don't know what it was, but the second it hit, it just came back up, and fortunately, the gig wasn't for like another, I think maybe 3 or 4 hours. So I just went and I slept in my car while they set everything up. I woke up exhausted. I set my gear up. We play the show, and I go home.
you got to nap it out?
Yeah.
Just the other weekend, I was double booked. We played the Rock God Festival in Danville, and then I had to pack up and go play with Maddie's Mishap at the Purple Cow. And that was a long day. And Rock God brewed their beer so good, probably had a couple too many. And then we're playing the show at the Purple Cow, and everybody's bringing up free wine. And I was at the point where like I can't wait for this to be over. Like, ready for a nap myself.
Omer, do you have any stories?
I don't have anything that crazy like you guys. I had one show where the sound guy did a really bad job, and we had in-ears and stuff, and it was bad before we started, and we kind of didn't have any more time to get it right. So we kind of just prayed that he's going to be able to like work it out during the show and like, make it passable, make it, and then like the show starts and I don't hear any of the instruments in my ears. Like I don't hear I hear the drums just outside of my ears because they're so loud. Barely hear any of the guitars. The only thing pretty much that I hear is the keyboard player singing backing vocals,
Ah.
like really loud though. So like nothing, and then all of a sudden like whoa, whoa, and it's like so like throws me off so many times. And the only thing you can do is like in between songs try to like yell at him to just like, I need everything in my ears. I need guitar, I need drums, I need vocals, I need everything in my ears. But between songs you just gotta keep playing and you gotta make it look like everything's fine and everything's cool. So I'm like jamming out and I'm like moving and stuff, but my
Don't even
head
know
I'm
what's
just like,
going on.
Yeah, I'm just like praying that it's just like gets fixed at some point and it's gonna sound better at some point. And it didn't
Inevitably,
really. It
every
just stayed like that pretty much all the show.
yeah. So like
Like,
inevitably, everyone who plays live is going to deal with a bad sound guy. Yeah, more
Yeah,
often
that
than
happens.
probably more often than good sound guys, unfortunately. And it hits particularly close to home. When was it? I think last week or whatever. With the '80s band, our usual sound guy was unavailable, so our booking agent worked to find us a new sound guy. He found us a guy that we worked with before, and the time before it wasn't amazing, but he was using someone else's rented equipment, so benefit of the doubt. A lot of like those digital mixers, the Behringer X32s and whatever, they can be a little bit intimidating with all the routing. And so I can offer a little bit of sympathy. So this time, okay, he was going to show up. He was going to do all of his own equipment. It was going to be great. So my band, there's seven of us in there. We all sing, three female lead singers. I run my guitar and stereo. Like, it's not the easiest band to mix, but like someone, like a professional sound guy, should be able to do it. One of the worst sounding shows I ever played. There's
Hmm.
feedback nonstop. Monitors were terrible. Most of us couldn't hear each other. I remember at one point, the drummer, he's singing lead on one song and he can't hear himself through his monitor. Our one, I don't want to call him a tech because he doesn't get paid to be a tech, but for lack of a better term, our one tech runs over to tell the sound guy, the drummer can't hear himself through the mic. And the sound guy says, the drummer has a mic? It's like, oh no, you're that clueless. And I remember at one point we're doing "Whip It" by Devo. I'm not sure if you remember the song all that well, but like once it gets to the bridge, there's like I think it's the time switches like maybe 5/4, 7/4, something like that. So like the band needs to be together with it. And unfortunately, we couldn't hear each other, so like it was kind of just like we're all playing different parts of the song, and it's just a disaster. So there's the lyric, because like I sing some of the leads on that. There's the lyric when something's going wrong, and I'm basically just yelling it at this point, trying to get the point across when something's going wrong.
We
Uh,
had a sound guy not even show up one time. And luckily, the singer's brother was nearby with a speaker. So he just came over with the speaker and he just plugged his mic into that speaker. So instead of like miking the drums and miking the instruments or going direct, we just had to like turn it up on stage and point it out there. The only thing going through the speaker was vocals.
oh,
And
shoot.
he just kind of like, you need to turn up. The stage was so wildly loud because that's where everything was coming from. And his brother said it sounded good out front, but yeah, that some guy, he didn't even show up.
That's awful. Did he have a reason or did he just go missing?
I don't know. I think he just ghosted before like ghosting was even a term. That was a while ago. Just disappeared.
So how long have you two respectively been playing, doing live music?
Ian and um, I think we started New Year's Day. Actually, I've been playing music for a long time. And we started New Year's Day, maybe this New Year's coming up. I think that'll be 2 years. So like just a little under 2 years we've known each other. And we've never jammed together. We just decided, I think he had a crazy New Year's Eve night and he needed a vent and he's like, dude, I just gotta come over. I gotta tell you this crazy stuff that just happened. So he came over and he's just BSing and venting, and we wrote a song on New Year's Day. And then we're like, that's pretty good. Let's keep doing that. So then we just ended up writing a song like every week. And then before we even knew it, we had like 20 songs. And we're like, maybe we should make a band.
That's awesome. Wait, so where does
Yeah.
the name Kitchen Teeth come from then? What is
Well,
that?
I can't tell the story without him.
Okay.
So when he gets back and when he gets in here, ask again, like, what do I play?
All
And
right.
just trust me. Or we'll,
Okay.
we'll watch him freak out a little bit.
Sounds good. So the band has been together roughly around 2 years. How long have you been playing in bands then?
Me? Well, I've been playing in band since I was like 16 or 17. So good 15 years. Like play it as a teenager where like you're playing with all the other emo kids and the only places you got to play are like pizza shops that close down and let you play there at night and random bookstores and stuff like that. And then you finally hit 21, you can start playing the bars scene and all that stuff.
And the VFWs.
Yeah. The legions, the backyard barbecues.
What's the most bizarre place you've ever played? I played one place that technically it's not correct to call it like AA, but more or less was an AA kind of place. I did
Okay.
that once or twice.
Uh like back when you're a teenager, it was everywhere. Like I said, like, and those kids would make it happen. We playing at pizza stores and stuff like that. Like as an adult, trying to think, I played some like wild private pool parties. Like saw some wild stuff going on there.
Hmm.
But weird, I'm not sure about anything like weird.
We played a private party, maybe within the past month or so, and it was like a private marina club or something like that or whatever. So everyone there, all the people who invite us, they're all absolutely wasting whatever. We're playing, we're singing, we're having a great time. All of a sudden, some guy walks in and he's just has a huge dildo and he's just swinging it around and trying to get he's singing into it like a microphone or whatever. And I'm not sure if are you familiar with the Canadian metal band Anvil from the 80s?
He just got here. So. About time.
This is a gig nightmare already, man.
You go there.
Howdy.
Hey, what's going on, Max?
Nice to have you here.
Yeah, nice to finally meet you, man.
Right. I guess to continue the story, so like a guy walks in and he's just swinging the dildo around. He's just singing into it and whatever. And I'm thinking back to like the '80s metal band Anvil from Canada. There's like a video of them playing at like a big festival in Japan for like 100,000 people, and he's playing a guitar solo and he has a dildo playing like a slide guitar. I'm like, that sounds kind of cool. So I grab it from him and I'm just whacking the strings. We're playing the outfield. I don't want to lose your love tonight. I'm just ba da 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 at the end. So like, and then the girls were. It was people are interesting. That's the moral of the story, I guess.
Give it to me. Throw the dildo to me.
Jeez, what did I miss? Got to talk about dildos?
Yeah.
Trying to save the good stories. What you want to know, like how we got the band.
Oh, did you tell that? Oh,
no, I said I gotta wait.
He always interrupts me at the same moment. So we write all our music here in Ronnie's kitchen, and
we're in the shop right now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So he had rescued this cat, and like every time we come up with a new song or a good idea, the cat would get the zoomies and he'd like run through them.
The cat would let us know.
That's when he interrupts me every time. Like, the cat would let us know.
We were like, okay, this is a good riff, and the cat would go right through and let us know. If it was an okay riff, the cat wouldn't really do anything, but like we're onto something good. The cat would like get out and jam.
Yeah. So we were pretty wasted one night, and I'm just totally messing around. I'm like, Ronnie, we should call ourselves the Kitchen Cats. And he was like, no, kitchen teeth. And I'm like, whoa, dude. Oh my God. It like blew my mind at the moment. And it just kind of stuck.
I don't know. We're just no reason.
Yeah.
It just in my mind at the time, it sounded a little edgier than Kitchen Cats.
I was never going to go with that, but like it just rolled off the tongue, and we were like, all right, cool. This will give a reason for people to like, when you hear kitchen teeth, you're like, wait, who, what? Like, and it makes you want to know and ask. So, and we came up with like a cool logo for it and stuff with the chatter teeth and everything. And so it worked out.
Nice. Ronnie, I think you mentioned like my acoustic trio, the 20 somethings. Like that name makes sense because, well, we're in our 20 and we spelled it wrong for marketability, I guess. But before we came up with that name, we were just thinking for months and months, what do we want to call it? So the blonde singer in my band, Chelsea, her name is Chelsea Elise, and she's a tough person. So we wanted to call it Chelsea Elise and the Swingin' Dicks, but Unfortunately, it just kept getting vetoed. And it's like, that would have been great. Imagine seeing that on a marquee.
I love it. I love it.
The swinging dicks would have been great.
Yeah.
They're all the rest of the band, their name is Richard, so it's fine. It's not what you
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
but they are swingers, so like watch out.
Yeah. So
That's
did you tell any kitchen teeth stories yet?
I told about that nasty burger I ate that messed up my stomach.
Oh, I don't remember that.
That was at the golf course.
Oh, okay. Well, speaking of golf courses,
Oh, I love golf
people,
course
like-
stories.
you said what?
I love golf course stories.
Well, we play at this one where he had the burger, and I think he's being a baby. The food is fine. We always have good shows at that one.
It was a good show.
But we played at this other golf course like an hour and a half away, and I won't mention any like names or places or anything. But so we drive an hour and a half up there, and we go into this big, like huge room, and it's just trio. So our drummer is playing the cajon, and he's on acoustic. I'm singing, and we sounded great. We sounded amazing. Like the acoustics in that room were incredible, and the only people that came in were three wonderful, very nice elderly women that had to be like 90, man. And just don't play too loud now. And I'm like, and they were super nice. And I'm like crouched down talking to them. I'm like, all right, hope you guys enjoy everything. Like we're definitely different. We got half originals, half covers, but we'll put on a good show. We're supposed to play for 3 hours. And they were going to pay us like $400. And that was what's agreed upon. And they didn't advertise all week. I'd sent them a flyer. They didn't advertise us at all. They were charging a $5 cover charge at the door, which was weird for a golf course. And we didn't know that they were doing that. So we just play. It's the three older ladies and my friend who surprised me. He drove up an hour and a half too. And
he's up there dancing.
Yeah.
So it's like,
so we're playing for 4 or 5 people.
And one of our friends dancing.
Yeah. But they were enjoying it. And so we take a break like after an hour, and I just went to the bathroom, and I come out, and my drummer's like kind of nodding for me to go over there, and I see Ronnie talking to the owner, and I'm like, what's going on? And he's like, I just can't have you here. I gotta send you home. I can't even afford to pay my staff. I'm just sending everybody home because no one's here. And I'm like, well, okay, like, do you want us to like, are you going to pay us still? Like we drove all the way here, gas time. We gave up another gig to play this because we were agreed upon this one. And he's like, I can pay you like 200. And we're like, no, we gave up a gig to be here. And we drove up here an hour and a half. Like we still came. I'm like, you're not complaining about the sound. You're not complaining about us or how we sound or anything. It's strictly that no one showed up. And sometimes it's not always the band's fault. You know, we can't draw everywhere until we start playing in that area. So they didn't advertise or anything. I just don't understand. And so we ended up making a deal, and I think he gave us like 300. But yeah, safe to say we'll never play there again. But nothing really like bad happened. It just was like, you know, it's not always the band's fault. Like sometimes the venue's got to advertise better or talk to their customers, tell them that they're having music this night. But that's one. A couple weeks before that, we played at this like nightclub, super fancy place. Again, we're supposed to do 3 hours. That was full band. Sound was dialed in great.
They had us start right when they opened.
Yeah. So we waited a little bit. We were like, should we wait?
Well, yeah, we waited like 20 minutes.
Yeah. And they were like, yeah, bands usually just wait for people to come in. You can go on whenever. And it was a cool place, very cool place. We were promised free drinks that we found out later that was a lie when we got our bill.
Nice.
And we played our show, and in about an hour in, the guy comes up and like the sound guy comes up and whispers to me like, you guys got to get off and like the next song. Well, why? And again, not that many people showed up, but those that did were really enjoying it. And they were like, oh, we got a wedding party coming in and they just want the DJ. And I'm like, why didn't you tell us this? We were on a billboard this night. Like, I don't understand it. They were paying us a lot of money, and they gave us all the money.
Yeah,
like
they paid us in full.
So we played an hour and made 600. So it's fine. But I was just like, you must have, like, I don't know. I can't say they didn't advertise because they did push it on social media. They did put us on a billboard. I don't know why you know, we're not too well known at all around here still. Like, so it just sucked. Like I get down on myself when those things happen because I'm like, why? Like, and they just wanted the
But
DJ.
it was funnier than that because they told us that they would want us to just get off the stage because they want the DJ, and then they did that like 30 minutes before the actual time they said it originally, right? And then they said you have to get off. There's like a wedding reception or something like that, and then nobody showed up. We got off stage, you know, and we were like, okay, so people are gonna show up for like this event, and nobody shows up.
Yeah.
So we're like, why did they take us off stage?
It could have been a lie, yeah. So I don't know if they knew that ahead of time or if they just I don't know. I don't know what it was, but and I'm like trying to rush.
Maybe they were on the way. Like we got out of there pretty quick.
Yeah. I mean, the DJ did go on, and I'm like, I was like, did the DJ know this was happening? Because I was having a friendly conversation with him before we went on. I'm like, oh, this guy's cool. He's my friend, and I'm like, oh, he's in on it too. And then I'm rushing because I just got here and I missed out on like 15 minutes. But should we tell like there's like 2 really bad ones?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what we're
here, right? Yeah. So I mean, we can curse and everything, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So we do this one. This place is closed down now. And they were just already struggling. And we were playing up in Danville here, and we do well in Danville. That's kind of where we got our start. And so Ronnie and I were having just a rough day in our personal lives. So I come over to pick him up, and we just, I don't know, we had like some time to spare. So we just started partying before the show. And and so we just started drinking and stuff. And we go there already pretty messed up. And our good friend, should I say his name? I mean,
our good friend is good enough.
Yeah, our good friend was opening for us, and he's kind of like the dad of our group, I guess. And so he opened up solid, and then we go on, and it just, I don't know, it just didn't click that night. We just didn't sound our best at all. I won't deny that.
I'm buzzed up, so I'm doing like 10-minute guitar solos.
Oh yeah, like I think you were like forgetting how to start the song.
Sorry, so like Mommy's gonna play whatever.
Yeah, he's walking around and just like playing whatever, and we're just kind of all like, okay.
And the sound guy like just couldn't get us in either.
Yeah. So, but we did bring like 20 people that would have never came otherwise, and we had been scheduled to play at this place again like a month or so later, and afterwards, like the guy that opened for us and stuff, he was like called me like aside to ourselves in a private conversation. He was like, "That was not good, man." He's like, "That was not good." Now this was all the way back in like January, so I'm pretty sensitive. I let it get to me, and I'm just like, "Yeah, I know, I messed up," and I'm just like, "Oh my god, like my career's over. Whatever it is at this point, it's over." And they're like, yeah, they're not going to have you back and stuff. But this place, like, I still defend us because I'm like, their customers were already mad that their kitchen was very slow. They didn't like, people were leaving just because they weren't getting their order and they were canceling their orders. And we still brought people and they made money off of us, you know, like
fans had fun.
Isn't that what matters? Yeah, people were dancing. Like sometimes when you come to a Kitchen Teeth show, it's going to be a train wreck sometimes. You never know. That's the enjoyment you get out of coming. You don't know like how we're gonna be.
That's a good.
We haven't had a bad show since then, though. I will say that
it was a good wake up call.
Yeah, we definitely learned our lesson and learned from that. But then the worst one of all time was probably when we first started. And again, I won't say the place, but we started going to these open mics. And Ronnie, I know you forgot about this one. And
because the staff is psychotic.
Yeah. Should we tell this story?
Yeah.
All right. So it was like the only open mic we knew of at the time, and we're just started writing our originals, and we're just trying them out and trying to get ourselves out there.
And he doesn't really know how like equipment works. He doesn't know how equipment works. So he just like unplugged shit without like, hey, can you mute this?
Or just plugging me. You made the pop
or plugging stuff in without saying like, yo, can you mute this? Like, oh, I gotta plug in my.
Oh, and I tapped the mic.
Then the whole place shakes. He goes, yeah,
dude, their sound person was shit. The sound equipment was shit.
But anyway, that didn't happen that night.
No. So there was things that were happening leading up. We went in there, we did like extra songs that we went over our time but no one told us before or after how many songs we were allowed. So we were up there, people are having fun. We're like, screw it, let's do 5 tonight, you know? And I'm new. I've never sang before. This was 2 years ago. I've never sang before. I didn't know what I'm doing. I've never done an open mic. We're just having fun. And this finally, like the 3rd time we're there, you go ahead and tell it because
I think it was like the chick that I was seeing at the time. It was her mom's birthday. Yeah. So like we met them there. They're already loaded and just being loud and yelling and going crazy. And we're like, oh shit. So then we go up, we sign up, we go up and we play 2 songs. I think at one point the girl I was dating gets up there and she says like some crazy stuff.
My mic wasn't working. My mic wasn't working. And the sound person was like, oh yeah, you have the bad one, but never fixed it. So, and the monitors weren't working. So I couldn't hear myself sing, which was awful. And so she's like, let me get on the mic. Fuck you, motherfuckers. Just testing the mic. That was it. They were like, get her off. I'm like, yo, get her off. So then they come up. They were like, one more. And
no, they didn't do that.
We started playing and it was Wolves in Waiting. You started the intro and they were like, get off.
We were fine. We were sober. We weren't doing anything.
We didn't have time.
Everybody around us was like acting nuts. And we just started our 3rd song. You get 3 songs. And they thought it was our 4th song.
Yeah.
So they thought we were overplaying. So they freaked out. Get the fuck off the stage. Get the fuck off. Like screaming at us.
They cut the sound.
And so I'm pissed. I'm like, what is going on here? So I get off and I'm like, what is going on? That was our 3rd song. And the guy's like,
he's arguing. They're over there arguing bad.
I'm arguing with him. And he's like, yeah, I thought it was your 4th song. I shouldn't have done that. And I was pissed. I'm like, well, you just fucking embarrassed us in front of everybody.
Yeah.
You didn't have to act like that. You could have just asked us to get off or like that was ridiculous. And I want some apologies. I want some answers. And then he just...
And I'm like, oh shit, Ron's over there about to fight. I got to go get him.
And then he goes to me like, fucking listen.
Yeah. Oh, I'm calling the cops.
Like I'm a dog.
He's like, go ahead. What are you going to do? Hit me?
I'm like, no, you fucking listen. I want some goddamn answers.
It was heated.
And then I'm like, I'm calling the cops. I'm like, you fucking call the cops. Like,
dude, we're not even a band yet. We don't have a name yet. I'm like, oh my God, this is the beginning of this.
This is at an open mic night.
Yeah, at an open mic. Have you ever heard of someone getting kicked off and kicked out at an open mic? And this is like our 2nd or 3rd time ever doing it. So it was crazy. So we were like never allowed to play there. Then we were told that we were allowed back. So we came and we were going to like, squash things. But then they were like, no, you can't play here again. So
you can be here. You can drink here. You can spend your money, but you're not allowed to play.
Yeah.
Well, that's why we came back in because everybody messaged us saying that we were allowed to play again.
So yeah, we've had some gig nightmares for sure.
The fact that the band has only been together about 2 years and you already have stories like that. Oh man.
I know. It's us. It's us. We're the problem.
And everybody around us was the problem that night.
Yeah, that's a good way to think about it. That night for sure. Because people were like, what happened? Why'd they make you get off? Like they were enjoying it. And we've improved. I mean, at least I have. Like, he's already a great guitar player, but like, I didn't know what I was doing back then. I've improved. I didn't have any confidence or anything, but like, I've improved immensely since then, and everything is a learning experience.
So, like, this New Year's Day will be 2 years
for you and I
since we started writing.
Yep. And one quick fun one at our album release party at Rock God, great place. That's where we say we got our real start because like. After we weren't allowed there, we started doing open mics at Rock God in Danville. So we had our album release party there this June for our 2nd album. And it was incredible. Best night. That place was packed. And but our drummer was using the E-kit that night. And we look back, I think we were doing a cover of Days of the New, Touch, Feel, and Stand. And I look behind me at the very end and the drummer's E-kit is completely falling apart. It's on the floor, and he's still playing.
He's still hitting
but no one cared. We could have done anything that night and got away with it. Like it was so much fun. Everyone was just loving it, and it was so great. And so like that was funny. It wasn't. I wouldn't even say that's like a bad thing. It would just made the night even better that his kit is on the floor. And
that's
so cool. Yeah.
Oh, I haven't had the chance to check it out, but when you guys were on Pennsylvania Pipeline, you mentioned something about getting hit with a firework.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, so that was actually outside here. We were doing a skit. We used to do these funny skits and stuff, and we had our keyboardist at the time loved fireworks, and I never mess around with that stuff. So I'm wine drunk, and we go outside, and we're like, "Hey, we're doing this Fantastic Spectacular. Let's do a firework video." And we filmed one, and it went okay. And I remember thinking to myself as we're talking, like Ronnie's got this cowboy hat on, and we're just being silly. And like I was like, "All right, don't sound drunk, don't sound drunk." And I'm like, "We're gonna be playing songs from our album, Save Our Sanity." I'm like, "Oh my God, I'm wasted." So then we do the firework. What kind of firework is it?
It's a mortar.
Mortar. And dude, you got to watch the clip. I'll have to send it to you.
It's amazing.
I look so stupid doing this. And I knew I did. Like, I kind of knew I was being stupid, just trying to be fun. And so I go sit right behind it. And it was
it like backfires.
Yeah.
It might have been upside down. So instead of shooting like hundreds of feet in the air, it shot maybe like 20 feet up and then dropped down right in front of him and then went up and shot right into his chest.
Yep. And I had sunglasses on, thank God, because there's a picture where like the sparks are going right past my face.
So now he's on the side of the road just rolling.
Oh, he's still filming.
Like,
He's still filming. And my voice, I couldn't hear anything. My wine glass still survived. It was right in the middle of the road, still
He
standing.
still has a cigarette in his mouth,
Yeah.
but he's like, it hit me in the heart.
Yeah, my cigarette's in my mouth. I'm like, Ronnie, help me. I'm like, I can't. And he's like, you bleeding? I said, I don't fucking know, man. I can't hear shit. And I'm rolling around and I'm just like, Ronnie. And then we just filmed like the wound. It was a pretty nasty wound. And then he patched me up. But great video. I'll have to send it to you. It's amazing. It's so
He's
hilarious.
lucky it didn't hit him in the face or eye or something. Because
So
it left
bad.
a huge mark in his chest.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's fully healed now. But yeah.
These have been fun stories. You guys are awesome. Is there anything you guys want to say? Anything you want to promote? Any last stories you want to tell before we wrap things up?
We have 2 albums available online, Save Our Sanity and Sink Your Teeth In. We're very proud and happy with both of them. We are looking for a new drummer. So if you know anybody or if anybody watching knows anybody or is interested, we'd love to give you a tryout. We got a couple of shows coming up. You can just see us, visit kitchenteeth.com and you can see all our shows. I'm always updating it every time. So, kitchenteeth.com, 2 albums online, available everywhere. Come see us play. We love meeting new people and playing for new people, and we're fun time, as you can see. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, again, thank you guys for taking the time out of your schedules to chat and be a guest here on Gig Nightmares. Thank you for keeping
Thanks
music
for having us,
alive.
Max. Appreciate it.
Max.
We hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Gig Nightmares. Gig Nightmares is an independently produced podcast made possible by the support of listeners like you. If you enjoyed this week's episode, we would appreciate if you left a rating and a review for us. Gig Nightmares.